some Peter Pig 50mm US Marines for World War II. This is one platoon of them. I'm building these for a jungle competition we're going to have at the weekend. The weekend being April 2024. Now PBI, each base represents a group of people. It's not a skirmish game. So we've got a BAR base there, another BAR there, another BAR there. That's 3 of them, 4 BARs. Now there's an anti-tank bazooka team there, 6 rifles with Garans, and there's the officer. That's Lieutenant Starsky. You can see the theme I'm naming it after. Now in PBI, a typical force would be a company. You get 3 platoons like this. Now the individual figures, this is all from the Peter Pig US Marine Corps range. There's the officer. I don't mean quite heavy varnish to handle quite a bit of handling. I should be lending these to people as well, of course. There's a go with Garans, just ordinary rifles. There they go, and they're marine green. I've done these fairly quickly because I want to get the army on the table. There's BARs. Now in PBI, the figures act as teams. So this little team of 3 men, they live or die as a team. They're either dead or they're not dead. There's no record keeping. They live and die as a team. Now these figures, I've done them in a sand undercoat. I did a quick wash with a nice brown colour, a brown wash. There we go. And I've touched up the flesh and bits and pieces, just get them on the table. These are to war game standards that I'm happy with them. And I can see what they are. The little tufts are from a local company that makes little tufts and things. Just adds a bit to it. The basing effect is Tetrium, which is a bit like a wall filler, but it's a little bit flexible. So I've used a Tetrium fill and sprinkled dry sand on it. The sand needs to be dry, otherwise it clumps up. And when it's all done, because of being used indoors to keep them bright, I've done a nice bright green base with a yellow dry brush highlight. Now that may look a little bit dramatic, but on the War Games table indoors it looks fine, because some indoors locations aren't as well lit as this. This is quite well lit because I've got all the lights on. And the little tag in the corner BAR, just for clarity, my eyesight's not very good, that helps me out. Anyway, there's some US Marines, that's World War II, and that's in PBI. For those of you a bit technical, that's the E series, 1943 to 44. Now also, I've done a couple of tanks to go with my force there. There we go, Sherman there. Peter Pig Sherman again. Very nice, straightforward. Because it's done for the War Games table, I put them on bases. On a base means the models don't bash into each other, and it also makes them stack up nicely, and I think they look nice. I've stuck some extra track links on the front of this to look good. There's another version here. So this one I've stuck a commander figure in. It's just Peter Pig stuff, but it's meant for War Games use. This one's got a lot of junk on the front. But nonetheless, it'll be good because the Japanese only have little tankettes and things on the islands. Nothing too significant. I've also built some casualty figures for it. I put these on little MDF bases. So C is for the C platoon, got B platoon, A platoon, that sort of thing. They're just markers. So if one of these bases dies, it's replaced by a marker. And the marker is for morale. The markers can be removed. When you get more than a few markers, you take morale tests, you can lose even more bases, and that's how it works. Anyway, that's a quick review of my Peter Pig 50mm US Marine Corps ready for my game this Sunday. And we're having a jungle theme. Oh, sorry, one more thing. Got some little 75mm M1A1 howitzers. There we are. Little 75mm howitzer. They could be quite useful because they're light enough to be deployed and light enough to be moved around. And they could be quite effective in PBI. Not brilliant, but they could be useful. And under PBI, US Marine Corps tend to be veteran troops. There are 3 categories in PBI. There's veteran, average and raw. But Marines really should be veterans for most games. All right, thanks for having a look.